Property Pulse.
With Espace Real Estate. Think Dubai Real Estate. Think Espace Real Estate.
All right, we are looking at not one, not two, but three master plans this morning with Jake Matthews-Hubbard. He's the Sales Director of Off-Plan Investments at Espace Real Estate. Jake, it's lovely to have you with us.
Thank you very much.
Before we move on to master plan number 3, you are a man with his ear to the ground. What are you hearing about when we might see these two massive master plans, or the first phases in them, JGE and what we're now calling JAR, go up for sale?
I think JGE is a lot closer. I think probably the Jebel Ali racecourses towards the end of the year we'll start seeing more material. But yeah, in terms of submitting an expression of interest for JGE, that is coming up very soon. So hopefully see some sales soon.
With what kind of units, what kind of homes?
We are still waiting for that information as well. It depends which cluster and district they launch first. And I think that's a key takeaway, that with any of these mega projects, master communities, even the smaller micro districts as well, it's always launched in phases. And sometimes it's launched by building, and sometimes it's just launched by floors as well. So they stagger these releases.
Third master plan coming out from the guys at Schober. Just apartments, a group of very, very tall apartment buildings to be built. And with Jake and I have had a small discussion off air about the exact location of these towers. We will call it the edge of Jumeirah Lake Towers.
Yep.
Regardless, that's the rough area that it is in. I'm interested because they've called it Schober Central. What does that tell us about where we consider to be the middle of town?
That's the debate, and it depends on who you're speaking to, because of course there's an expansion going on in Dubai South. There's also the expansion on the other side of town with Dubai Creek Harbour, new tower coming there. Lots of villa communities popping up there with Nad Al Sheba Gardens, District 11 starting to hand over next 12 to 18 months as well. But with Schober Central, it's adding to a very central location, which is the Dubai Marina, JBR, JLT corridor. And it is directly opposite the DMCC Tower, where there's a lot of new projects coming up there as well. And I think what's interesting again is that it's a micro district, a micro city almost. We're talking 6 towers. We're talking a huge mall on your doorstep, green spaces as well, commercial spaces. You might not even need to leave these small micro communities as well, which changes the way we live in that sense.
If you were to stick a pin in the map, if I said to you, what's the centre of the city, where would you put that pin?
I think the heart is definitely Burj Khalifa. That's what internationally we are recognised in Dubai as the centre point. But again, there's often talks and questions of where's the shift going to happen. Personally, I don't think it's a shift. I think it's an expansion of Dubai growing and the population growing as well. And we can't ignore our neighbours in Ras Al Khaimah, what they're doing there. We can't ignore our neighbours in Abu Dhabi, what they're doing there as well. UAE is spearheading the Middle Eastern growth. And of course, we're seeing what's happening with Trump visiting the Middle East. This is the economic strength growing, more people moving here, and we're facilitating that demand through these projects for sure. But yeah, Schober Central being in such a prime location, it's also competing against 2 or 3 other projects by Ellington, for example, Palmer Holding in Jumeirah Islands. We're adding to established communities where there's no more plots of land in a JLT. There's not many plots of land in Dubai Marina, but we're adding on to it because that demand is there from the secondary market.
When your clients are choosing, as you say, it is competing with some big names. Ellington has a couple of projects going on at the moment. There's one also down in downtown.
Yeah.
What are they making that decision based on? If they're choosing between a Schober Central and an Ellington, and I forget the name of the other one you said, what makes the decision?
Well, again, the level of amenities on offer in these new projects is second to none. They're all adding to, if it's a spa, jacuzzi, Pilates, etc., paddle courts now, they all seem to have these in these new launches. So it's more about your investment strategy, your risk appetite, because they are offered at different prices per square foot, and they are in different timescales as well in terms of the construction, when it's going to hand over as well. If we're comparing Ellington's new project coming up in Jumeirah Islands versus this new Schober Central next to JLT, one client might prefer the Jumeirah Islands community because it's already established, it's a villa and townhouse community, versus someone else in Schober Central. You have blue water views, palm Jumeirah views, even the new palm views as well. So it's very exciting, and I think it's fantastic to be an investor and end user as well, because you can have a look at different projects available and you can make that choice and have that selection as well, something we didn't have a few years ago.
Right. Talk to me about payment plans because, and I'm just pulling up the Showbiz Central now because I remember looking at it and thinking that is a slightly easier payment plan than the 90% down, 10% when it's finished than we've seen recently.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that's another key consideration for an investor as well. It's very easy to say, okay, I can get a 2-bed for maybe 4 million, for example. But can I commit to the cash flow requirements? When is the second? When is the third payment as well? When is the fourth payment? Because for some of these developers and some of the payment plans, you get hit quite hard in the first 12 months from a cash flow perspective, and you might not actually have that cash available. And what you don't want to do is get in a position where you can't make the payments, and you might potentially have late payment fines or not be able to actually go through until the construction period.
Are you hearing about distress sales? Are you hearing about people having to let go of stuff when they can't keep up?
It's rare, but it does happen. And again, I think that's why you should work with an advisor such as us at Espace. So you are entering into a contract that you are comfortable with and that you are going to be able to align with your strategy as well. Because for some clients, they are buying these units and flipping them before handover, on handover, post handover as well. Some of them want to hold on to it in the long term as well. It depends on the strategy itself.
Jake Matthews-Hubbard is Sales Director for Off-Plan Investment at Espace Real Estate, speaking to us this morning. Know about not one, not two, but 3 mega projects on the slate for Dubai.
Download the ARN News Centre app and stay up to date wherever you go.
Available for free on the App Store and Google Play.